What a finish. A thrilling gut check win for the Knicks as they beat the Celtics here at Madison Square Garden. It was January 12th. Both of these teams, the Knicks and Celtics, felt like they were 500 teams because that's what they were. But since then, the Celtics have gone on a nice run, and that's the kind of run that the Knicks need to go on as soon as possible. Tonight would be a great place to start.
Since our game here, they've really picked up the pace even more. I think their guard play has always been really stellar with Thomas and Bradley in the backcourt, which I think apply a lot of pressure to you on both ends of the court. They've gone small at times a little bit more, even than they were then, with Jay Crowder as a forward and kind of using the smaller guards to really wreak havoc on the defensive end, pick up the pressure and force turnovers. So, even more intensity and activity on the defensive end to go along with, the improved shooting and even more pace.
Anytime you come to New York, it's always a big game. I don't care who you are. The Celtics want to come in, they want to play well, they want to continue. And the fact that they're in your division, you want to win a division game. Put the Knicks down further instead of letting them catch up.
Afflalo, pull-up jumper, 2 for 2 is Aaron Afflalo. Afflalo hits a 3. Aaron Afflalo, 3 for 3 to start. And the Knicks lead 9-0, timeout Celtics. Porzingis down low to Afflalo. Here's where the Knicks need to take advantage on that matchup, and Afflalo does again.
Afflalo was great on early. He really looked for a shot. Very confident going up the court and posting up the smaller defenders that were guarding him. They started recognizing that, taking us out of what we wanted to do, and when we just didn't hit our second options, third options, and things like that.
And pass deflected by Isaiah Thomas. Here comes Bradley. Bradley on a pull-up jumper. It's good.
You rarely see that shooting off the dribble.
Thomas rattles in the three-pointer. And the lead now is up to 6. Under 3 to play. Zeller running the floor and dunks it.
Lopez late getting back. 7-foot Zeller huffing and stuffing.
The Celtics play a high-paced game. Normally you have a lot of possessions in games and a lot of screen rolls, a lot of DHO action that you have to work your way through.
Vujicic cuts. Blocked by Bradley. Oh, what an impressive defensive play.
Bradley 6'2", blocking Sasha 6'7".
Inside, beautiful feed, smart to Zeller. The Knicks need a timeout. Boston goes up by 11.
Offensively, we have the talent. But I think the frustrating part is that we're not getting the stops when we need them most in the fourth quarter. Or when we're putting together good offensive runs, we're not stopping them to really open up the game.
Turner's jump shot. David Turner making some big buckets here in the fourth. A very disappointing performance tonight by the Knicks. The Knicks shoot just 38% and turned it over 17 times. And the Knicks now 1-6 in their last 7.
We got to start winning games, so it's frustrating to lose to a team who we're battling with.
We have 4 more games until the All-Star break hits, and it would be great for our confidence, for everybody, in this organization to really get these 4 wins and go into All-Star break, on a positive note.
A look at the Palace of Auburn Hills, located about 20 miles outside of the city of Detroit on a snowy 28-degree night.
For sure, we want to try and get some momentum, going into the All-Star break. But the only way to do that is to win the game that you play that night. And so for us, it's about tonight and trying to win this game, and then we kind of worry about, what's next when we get there.
2 weeks ago, they were a 500 team and making a move on that 8th and final playoff berth.
Once they got to 500, that's when his team started to exhale as opposed to putting their foot on the gas. And he understands, look, we've got somewhat of a young team. We've got a prodigy in Porzingis, but then some other young guys as Reggie Jackson knocks down the 4th 3 here in this first quarter for the Pistons. Now, how can they just be outplaying us coming off a back-to-back with Stanley Johnson with the and one?
Final seconds, Jennings beat the Knicks down 4. Inexcusable, a brutal first half.
I don't know if that's something you can explain not obviously not something we want to do. I think all of us realize that's fairly inexcusable.
Aflalo, well, he's hit his last 2 shots. Aflalo has found the touch. He's hit 3 in a row. And the Knicks are now down by 16. Anthony puts a move on Morris, kicks it out. Here is Aflalo. He feels it and knocks it down from 3-point range.
Second half, we came out to fight. We knew that we were down, and we just had brought the last game into tonight. And I think that we needed this type of game to like really energize everybody and get everybody back on track, because we don't want to ever go out and play like that ever again.
It's the only way we have a chance to win. Is to be willing to sacrifice, to commit everything we have in us, every possession. And in the second half, we did that.
And here come the Knicks. Galloway. Thomas trying to set the pick. Galloway fires and hits from downtown. It's a 1-point Piston lead.
I knew we were struggling pretty much the first half, and just trying to find out a way, or figure out a way to just try to come back and just try to make this game a winnable game for us.
Aflalo with the cross court. Galloway off the pump fake. Galloway fires and hits. Galloway wide open straight away for 3. He is 6 of 8, 17 points at all.
No shot blocker in for the Pistons right now. Expect them to attack the basket.
And that is exactly what they do. Robin Lopez gives the Knicks their first lead of the night.
When you put yourself in a position where on the road, you need everything to go perfect down the stretch. You know, you're asking for trouble.
Jackson fires it out. Tolliver, yes! Detroit by 1 after leading by as many as 27. An incredible comeback by the Knicks, but Detroit right back. Reggie Jackson. Both teams have timeouts remaining. Shot clock to 3. Jackson again from downtown. And that will do it. The Pistons hold on barely to defeat the Knicks 111 to 105.
You're not supposed to win games when you beat yourself like that in the first half. And, you know, all the scrambling, all the rallying. At the end, in the last 2 quarters, that's negated.
We'll find out, you know, if this is an opportunity to become better, to get closer together, to be stronger. We'll see.
This is Friday Night Knicks presented by Dodge. And tonight it's the New York Knicks in a back-to-back with a record of 23 and 29, taking on the very good Memphis Grizzlies at 29 and 20. No Carmelo Anthony tonight due to the sore knee, listed as day-to-day. He will be reevaluated tomorrow.
We played them without Carmelo before, a few weeks back. And, you know, had an opportunity there going into the 4th quarter, tie game. And they pulled away from us. So, you know, we'll see maybe with our energy here at home, you know, if we can pull away at the end as opposed to letting them do it.
If you really look at that game, there's no Carmelo Anthony, no Mike Conley for Memphis either. So there were periods of the game where it was a real slowdown affair, a lot of post play. Marc Gasol had a great game. But that's a challenge for the Knicks here tonight. No Carmelo Anthony in the game, but can they force some tempo? Can they force some turnovers, get it into being a 94-foot game? Because if not, Memphis is playing excellent basketball right now.
Aflalo, Calderon, Galloway, Lopez, and Porzingis. They're starting 5 tonight without Carmelo Anthony. No Lance Thomas for the Knicks tonight as well.
Knicks after an inauspicious start last night, off to another one here tonight.
Gasol extends the Memphis lead to 7-0.
Again, tonight we start out, you know, 0-9 basically to start the game. And so when you're playing from down 10 at the beginning, you know, it makes it tough right from the start.
So the Grizzlies have got called as Allen stumbled again, and Calderon hits a 3. Jose Calderon with all 7. Big points. Knicks on a 7-1 run. Lance to Galloway off the mark. Taken away from Allen by Porzingis. Steps behind the line and nails a 3. Here's Calderon, takes it inside up with the left-handed in.
Very aggressive move by Calderon.
Today without Melo, we needed to be everybody a little bit more aggressive. So I did that. Shots were going in at the beginning, so I felt really good and just trying to make plays for my teammates.
Here's Aflalo, drives past Allen, finds Calderon wide open in the corner, and he nails a 3. His 3rd of the game. And now the steal by Grant took it away from Rambis. handoff. And Jared Grant pulls the Knicks to within 4. Vince Carter is able to hit once again from just inside the line, and the Grizzlies are on a 9-0 run.
You could kind of feel to start the fourth quarter, it was like, okay, we got to strap up and climb back up this same mountain that we just climbed. And the guys did it, you know, to their credit.
A follow off the inbounds pass. Pulls the Knicks to within 3. Down to 40 seconds remaining. A follow from the corner. Hits the 3. Knicks within 2. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gasol. Knocked ahead by Lopez for Galloway.
Gasol got the shot he wanted.
Aflalo spins, shoots, in and out. Lopez battles for the rebound. It's grabbed by Green.
How many shots have we seen Double-A have like that go in and out?
Aaron made a great move, got good separation, great look at the basket. It goes in and out. But when he turned to shoot it, you know, that was as good a look, I think, as we were going to get there down the stretch.
So the Grizzlies defeat the Knicks by the score of 91-85. Knicks without Carmelo Anthony, without Lance Thomas. Knicks will be back in action Sunday afternoon here at the Garden as they will host the Denver Nuggets.
Nuggets are, I think, playing pretty good basketball. Their record's, you know, not far from ours. They're in the Western Conference, which, you know, is a really tough conference, and they've had some games that they've kind of let get away, where they've had some leads late. But they're a pretty good, young, talented team. A lot of good individual players. I think Mike Malone's doing a really good job, you know, getting them to compete hard every night. So, you know, this will be another competitive game, as every game in this league is and should be.
We've established what the Knicks are without Carmelo Anthony. They're 0-7 without him as he returns to the starting lineup today, overcoming that knee soreness. And of course, he's played an all-around game this season for the New York Knicks.
I was keeping my fingers crossed that he wouldn't go today, but obviously he's a load. He can score in so many ways. One of the better one-on-one players in the NBA.
So we are underway from the Garden. The Knicks playing for the 17th time on Super Bowl Sunday. Odier underneath for the Fareed slam. Here is Gallinari from half court. It's Danilo Gallinari with the 3 at the buzzer from half court. Their last 10 Super Bowl Sunday games have been played here at the Garden as Nurkic slams it down.
Whatever, you know, that is or isn't happening, so that we're ready to play right at the tip-off. You know, I think we have to figure that out.
It's something we have to figure out. You know, we have to be more aggressive. We have to be more focused. Whatever it is, we have to figure it out.
Next with that 11-3 run at the end of the second quarter. Here's Anthony extending it to a 13-3. Knicks run. A follow from 3. The Knicks have come all the way back from a 19-point deficit. They are pulled to within 1.
I think we were more aggressive. We were in sync on defense. We were into guys. We were rebounding. We were pushing the ball. We were more aggressive on offense.
We mentioned Kenny playing catch-up is debilitating, so the Knicks still must get the lead and maintain it. They come close.
And they have the lead. Their first lead of the game.
KP, like Melo now, erupting with the jumper.
Nuggets lead 93-90. They had a 19-point lead late in the second quarter.
Gallinari in this match. He's 6'10", no problem shooting over Calder on a 6'3".
They fall behind early, then battle their way back, take a lead, and now struggling in the fourth quarter.
We mentioned that debilitating effort when you have to catch up. They catch up all the time.
Here's Moutier, takes it inside on Porzingis and hits. A valiant comeback by the Knicks. They took the lead after trailing by 19, but could not hold on in the fourth quarter. Denver Nuggets win it by the score of 101-96. It's the Knicks' 5th consecutive defeat. They have dropped 9 of their last 10.
We're not quitting. We're not going to give up now, but we got a big one on Tuesday. We got to just try to bounce back and go into the break with a win and feeling a little bit better about ourselves.
Today we made the move to relieve Derek of his coaching duties. Kurt Rambis will be the interim coach. We're not in a coaching hunt looking for anybody else. He was associate head coach. It's time for us to make a change and turn this team around and move forward and get some wins and keep going down the road we started here at the beginning of the year.